What up, though? This your boy Ultramatic. You dig? What's good? I mean, what's really good? So dig. I know I said that I wanted to talk about the close relationship between the truth and the lie. But I also want to get this up out my system. I be hearing people like threaten people about doxing. Yeah. And me myself, I laugh. Because answer this, y'all. Who has to worry in the YouTube world? Who has to worry about getting doxed? And what is it about getting doxed do they have to worry about? So let me get this shot off like this here. My answer is who's worried? The only people that's worried about doxing is the pretenders. It's the people that's lying about their status, about who they are. Because when I hear about doxing, or I'm threatened with it, I don't feel a thing. I don't feel no fear. I don't feel nothing. I just feel like this person let me know how fucked up they are on the inside. Because they think that this thing that they're threatening me with is going to somehow hurt me. Yeah. See, I'm going to tell y'all, all cowards and closet homosexuals stick to the same, they do the same thing. It was like some Christ counsel told me a while ago. He gave me an analogy about if we were street fighters or karate fighters or something like that. And he said, if the names were reversed, instead of Taekwondo masters, it's atheists against believers. And he said if all the believers come out in the same fighting style with the same attack, how simple will it be? How simple will it be, and how much more simple will it become if everybody, say like a team of 10, if all of them came out the same way every time? How much more dominant would you be over those people? And I feel that illustration touched my insides. You understand? Because I overstood exactly where he was getting to. And that's where I'm getting to right now. All of these pretenders, all of these frauds, all of these cowards, all of these closet homosexuals, they do the same thing. They get approached by a man and back off. They want the man, they coming after the man, but they want the man to do something to them first. Right? To trigger whatever they need trigger. But when they realize they can't deal with that man, and I don't even know how they come to the conclusion where they realize they can't do it, but they automatically go after the women and kids. Automatically. They get slapped. Just picture you and your woman walking down the street, and the dude do something disrespectful in front of your woman. You slap the taste out of his mouth and reprove him. He know he can't, based off the hit of that slap, the feel of that slap, the impact of that slap. He know he can't do nothing with you. So he automatically go after your girl. Now, what would you think about that? He attack your wife. You right there in full stance. Your wife over to the side. You didn't push her over. Watch out, girl. Let Papa get busy right quick. Or, matter of fact, go ahead and walk down the street. Popo pull up. I don't want you nowhere near if worse come to worse. And the nigga pretend like he gonna square up with you and go run after your wife. What do you think about that? What would you think about that? In all honesty, what's your opinion? Now, my opinion is what any logical person would think. Coward. Nigga's a coward. Why you a coward? Well, he had the opportunity to square up with the man, but he went after the weaker vessel. He went after the woman. That's why I call him a coward. Now, is he? Is that his biological makeup? I don't know. I'm just going off what I see. I'm just going off what the individual's showing me. I ain't trying to make up. I ain't gonna say trying. I'm not going to make up anything to base what I'm saying off of. I'm going off what I see, what they give me. And just in case somebody think I'm talking about them, they're not nowhere near my mind frame. I'm talking about what ZX did just recently, what he's been doing, period. Men have stepped to him, but what'd he do? Block them from their channel. You understand? He block them from their channel, or they come up there and talk to him, make a good point. He'll block them up there. Cuss them out, but say come up on here and be respectful. Coward niggas, man. I really don't understand why people still listen to this clown. They be repeating what he do and all that. I'm like, why are you even, how do you even know that? Well, because I listen. Well, that's your fault. I hope he hurt your feelings. Anybody that listen to that dude, I hope he hurt your feelings. I hope he pulled a string that pissed you off. Because the fact of the matter is, when this dude was found out to be a fraud, he was supposed to be blackballed a long time ago. When he was found to be a fraud, he was supposed to be blackballed. That is, by us realists, by us people that's comfortable only around people that move in truth. A lying ass nigga like that, there's no way no realist should be listening to him. Nobody should hear nothing he say. I don't care what sector breathe life back into him. He's supposed to be scraped away way past maggot food by now. And once again, I can't judge, but I would like people to keep it 100. I would like people to keep it 100, because I think people get just as much out of listening and reacting off of what this dude say than he does get from attacking women every day. Yeah. I mean, let's keep it a buck. If he feeding you, he feeding you. I don't look at nobody's pockets. I don't see what type of reaction they getting off this clown. But I got somebody for him. I forgot to tell my dog that this dude called himself going after Tanya. And he got mad love for Tanya. I forgot all about that until I pulled up on Vic's Live yesterday. I forgot all about that because he asked me about this ZX dude. And I told him bits and pieces of everything real quick, because I don't even like having that nigga name come from my being. You understand? That's how much the dude discussed me. That's how much he discussed me. And I didn't even think about that until yesterday. And then that's when I said, okay, you know, I remember that. He went on a campaign, dog, telling people that Tanya, because she don't move like normal people, and she clearly moves better than him. You can look at her living conditions and know that she moved better than his ass, right? Campaigning. Actually went on Buddy Lee's show and was telling everybody she don't need to be a part of none of this stuff, and this stuff is too this for her and too that for her, to blackball her, you know, blackball her. So, yeah, I think I got somebody for him, because the guy I got for him specializes in fucking around with motherfucking woman beaters and bullies. You underdig? Do you underdig? Yeah. Riding by the train, y'all. You did. Mess around with these tracks over here, you understand? These tracks over here, this train, that shit was gone. It's been gone ever since I've been to work. It just got here like in the last 2 hours. Almost said half. But yeah, man. Them the only people scared of the Doxers. See, when you living in your truth, you ain't scared of no damn Doxers. Me, myself, if a person, and I'm putting this out there now, man. I'm putting this out there right now. I have killers in my vicinity, documenting, whether they from the military or whatever, whether they from prison. I pray when somebody who knows how to dig into information, if you dig into information and you talk about going to, you know, be petty to somebody, I hope y'all pick the right people. Because if you pick the wrong people, my people coming to you. I'm gonna be honest about that. I'm gonna be straight up about that. And ain't nothing I can say, ain't nothing I can do to do that. If I hear about it, if I catch wind that somebody's been reaching in, I'm going to let them know that it could be from this, that, and the other. And that right there is going to fuel it all by itself. It's going to fuel it all by itself. So I pray, man. I don't want nobody. And the blood won't be on my hand, because I've gave too many warnings to leave TF alone. I beg niggas to just walk easy. Just stay. If you can't take what I say, just stay the fuck away from me. I've begged niggas. Just like I stay away from ZX. ZX is very funny to me. You know, if he had some type of flexibility about himself, he'll be okay, but he's only one track. He's only one track mind. He only do one thing good, and that's attack women. He does that good, and some women be worthy of attacking. He exposed a few women trying to fake and shake like they hated him and was behind the scenes kicking it and plotting with him. He exposed a few women, man. Y'all can't take, I know it's very, very few, but y'all can't take the good deeds away from this old sorry bastard, because he exposed some people. And the people he exposed would probably be still playing in our faces if he didn't expose them, because nobody had a clue. I mean, these people was making attack videos against him and was in his private conversations kicking it with this dude. Real spit. And I couldn't believe it, man. When that dude brought that information out with the receipts, I could not believe it. Because I had a real Well, I thought I had a real connection with a few of the people. I thought they was real people. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was solid. And when I seen that, I was like, oh man, I ain't trusting nobody, period. Not even just a little bit. I ain't trusting nothing. Nothing. Because that caught me by surprise. How can you be in full attack mode, what they call it, demasculating somebody, and you know, be dick riding him at the same time behind the scene? It's like, it's the first time me eyewitnessing. I've heard about it. I've heard folklore about it, but I've never seen it for myself. Like, wow, people really do this stuff. And yes, y'all, once again, people will line you up. People will give you money in order to make you fall hard. So quit thinking because somebody give you $1, and $1 could mean anywhere from 1 to 1,000. Quit thinking these people got you in their best graces. More than few. More than few. People have done this because they can't afford to do it. It's not nothing off their sacrifice of nothing. 1,000, 2,000 to some people is like $2 is to some of us, or 220s to some of us. It's nothing. It's a gift. You know what I'm saying? So quit being naive. Quit thinking it's about the dollar. I know some of your favorite YouTubers tell you to make the money, instruct you to make the money, because they making the money. But one thing young Victor Moan told me that always and forever will forever resonate with me is that when you get off into that aspect of this thing, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. And you got to be the realist. You got to accept your sour the same way you accept your sweet. You dig? You getting that money, understand the devil want his flesh. He want his flesh. Now, you may not believe in the validity of the entity of the devil. You may not believe it. But see, just because you reap the benefits from the devil online don't mean that that's where he gonna want his piece of flesh at. He could want it offline. You understand? This is his world. These are his gadgets. Everything they make that they say is for our benefit, everything they make can do way more harm to us than good. Look at your cell phone, for instance. Okay? Look at your cell phone. Look at your microwave, for instance. How convenient is that microwave? But at the same time, it's feeding you cancer. Feeding you. Over-radiating your body. You're eating radiation. When you talk about dealing with the microwave, you're eating radiation. Radiation is good for the human body, and the human body gets more than enough radiation, especially in the summertime. So it might be safe to say, if you do use a microwave, it might be better for you to use it in the wintertime. You might not want to go about doing it in the summertime, where you're getting your maximum amount, usually your maximum amount of radiation. So you definitely like me a cigarette. I've been doing good on these cigarettes, y'all. Came to work with 4.5, and I got 3 left, y'all. in almost 8 hours. You know, when you know better, y'all, you just gotta try to do better. But yeah, you know, speaking on that overradiation, you know, I got my kids' testimony. My kids used to go to the hospital every other month, or should I say, let's say every other month or every other week, you know, in between each one. Nose always stopped up, can't breathe, got to take the breathing treatments, got to have the inhalers, etc., etc. Got to take these medicines to keep your nose clean, all that stuff, right? When I took that microwave out the house, you dig, there haven't been any more colds. The colds that came in my house was met by home remedies like hot toddies, like hot lemon tea, like we use Theraflu, and we used a couple over-the-counter liquids. But people, when I tell you, there's not even a fragment of a breathing machine, medicines from the doctor. It's not a fragment of that in my household. And I have nothing to attribute that to but taking the microwave out the house. Nothing to contribute. You know, we used to buy the kids the Aunt Your Mama breakfast meals because my wife was working early in the morning. I was working, like, I had to leave out the house like from 9 so I could make it to work at 11. So I had to leave out at 8 or 9, depending on what day it was. And you'd have to, you know, little stuff for the kids to, you know, go ahead and eat so they ain't have to mess up nothing. And the little meals, the little Aunt Your Mama meals, they was on, you know, they was good. You know, to come out the microwave, they was nice. And of course, you know, your breakfast strudels, your Pop-Tarts, you know, stuff like that. You just pop in the microwave for a couple seconds and boom, you know. When we got rid of that, no more sickness, y'all. No more sickness. I feel myself coming on with something now because of the air been on in the house, and you know, I've been going to sleep in it. And the air, I be having the air on in the F-150. So I never put the air on in my truck though. Never. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to get that rant on. In the land of the Doxers, who's at the most risk and who fear the Doxers the most? The people in the most risk are the people that have the phobias about their privacy and the frauds. They're at the most risk because they're a hair away from being found out. A hair away. And who fear the most? The frauds. Frauds fear them the most. Frauds fear them the most because their online persona is what keeps them going. They can't be that person in real life, so they get online and pretend to be something they're not. See, KC don't have that problem. KC don't have that problem. KC bask. KC been looking at these people for the last few years, shaking his mother mammy fucking head. Shaking it. I gave my real name to the most notorious doxers I know. The only one that didn't get it, my real name, was Beasley trash ass. Other than that, all the people that was being accused of just doxing people because they were bad people. You know, the doxers, they were accused of just reaching in somebody's life and just because of a disagreement or just because they didn't like a person. But I've rubbed them wrong, all of them, in the wrong way. All of them doxers. Only one I haven't rubbed the wrong way is Cookie. And that's because despite some of the sick shit she's brought out her mouth, she's been real. I've yet to see any evidence or receipts or proof to convict her of the stuff she's been accused of. The vile thing she's brought out her mouth, I've seen the reason she's brought that out her mouth. Putting her kids, putting her grandkids on a screen. And you people make like a person ain't gonna snap. Maybe a lot of people don't get love or know what real love is. But when somebody love, when a real person loves, they're not going to take that lightly. Not when you have a whole person you can pick on and beat on however you feel like you could, but you can't handle the person, right? So you go run to the family members that ain't even online. Put their face out there, tell about what type of stuff they did wrong in their life. And y'all question why she be saying the shit that she say when she say it? I digress. But King Curl, I don't give a fuck if these people find the worst thing, most fucked upest thing that I done did. I'm gonna stand in it. Because if it wasn't for the path that I took, I wouldn't know the things I know now. I probably wouldn't even be here. But yeah, y'all, I don't want to have too much so that it take forever to upload when I get to the crib. So I'm going to stop this one. You on the dig. Shout out to everybody that pulled up on me, my people. Subs, CCs. Shout out to y'all. Y'all be safe out there. And y'all be good, you know, especially to each other. We don't be good to each other, man. Who we expecting to be good to us? Definitely not no people from the other side. So you good-hearted, just be good to the people around you. That's all. Holla.